So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
Pirlo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. De Bruyne. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Nicely weighted ball. Look at the space here. He's come in hard. No foul, says the referee. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Rooney. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, Red, nice interception. Out to the right. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Cafu threads one in. Pele with the cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. De Bruyne.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Pirlo can see things others simply cannot. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! Milan! First blood drawn. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Pinches it off him. And it's Owen.
Milan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Barcelona with this to level it up. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a little off target. Oh, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well... Great chance! Oh, and the keeper couldn't hold it. That's another chance! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Thuram. O'Shea.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Messi. And he's gone looking for safety. And it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Thank you for your cooperation. Substitution for Milan, number 6, Owen.
And so we're off again.
Rooney.
Milan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances.
Tries a shot!
Number 24.
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Thuram. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos drives forward on the overlap. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
It's a threat and a chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Barcelona go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Schneider. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Thuram, the man synonymous with solidity. Here's Cannavaro. Baresi. And here's Schneider. Plays a sharp little ball here. Delivers with whip. Firmly met. Taken back almost at once. Cannavaro. It's not an especially good pass, that. Baresi. More and more pressure on the ball here. Robson. And it's O'Shea. Cannavaro. Referee's given a throw. Into the last 5 minutes.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish.
Chance for a shot! He has done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Barcelona could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
To please drink responsibly. Anyone
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Milan.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this player, Lee Kang-in, is someone I'll be watching out for, Peter. He's a wonderful crosser of the ball, very good in dead ball situations too, and he has that sweet left foot. But he has the intelligence to drop inside and play a number 10 role also, and he does most of the damage when he's allowed to occupy those little half spaces, especially against sides who drop that bit deeper.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Can he get it through? Hoist it in. And it's Pirlo. Oh, that's a fine interception. Chance for a shot! Goal! Milan! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pirlo, out towards the flank. Milan are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. It's their second corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Cannavaro. Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Eto'o. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, he's bustling through here. Threads one in. Chance, surely! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan have their third corner. Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you'll have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And it's lofted through here. Cucurella gets flagged offside. Now it's Messi. Cafu. Cannavaro. Cafu. And it's Pirlo. Pele. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
3 minutes at a time.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Nicely shaped ball. Tries to pass it through. Oh, important interception. He is through here. And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Milan are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 18, Pele.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Number 20, Batistuta. Substitution in progress.
Batistuta, Lee Kang in. And it's hoisted clear. Pele, now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that has not gone well. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Pele. Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in...
He's had a shot! Batistuta is herring after that one. And this is Batistuta. He's through, now is he in? And the shot! And he hits the net! Just one goal in it now! Game on! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
He's well positioned here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Referee's given a throw. Lee Kang in. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Milan suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty, perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness, or this could get away from them.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Now it's Lee Kang in.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Cannavaro.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Owen finds himself offside. Owen, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs.
2 added minutes.
Oh, that's a key interception. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. That's a good ball out wide. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
Please be made aware that...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel... It's Forlan! Fantastic from Forlan!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So, a breakthrough already. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Nicely weighted ball. Cafu. Fired deep. Terrific header. It's bounced back off the post. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Pirlo looking to play it into the box.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
And he's whipped it across. And he's there to clear it. Timber hurtling down that right flank. And he's intervened well there. Cafu. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Played out towards the right wing. And there's green grass ahead of him. Big header! No mistake! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And here's Dembele. Fallen! Rooney. Cafu. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Owen, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. No luck with that dink over the top. Zanetti. And here's Forlan. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Works it forward. And there's the end of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Substitution in progress.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Oh, it's Dembele. Now there's a fine ball. And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's come back out to him. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that's been drilled. And he shoots! Goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Forlan really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And now he has two. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Oh, important interception.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, there's the clearance. More and more pressure on the ball here. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's under a lot of pressure there. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Looking for options for movement.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he can clear it away. Cannavaro. Albertini. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And he's quick to get it clear again. Can he get it through? Rijkaard makes the interception. Timber. Ball is over the line.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, the run has been so... Great chance! It's loose, in for the pieces! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Milan perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but footballing qualities?
Well, I think any defence is going to be nervous because of the sheer quality he can produce.
Especially over a dead ball.
Yeah, not just that, I think in open play he can deliver for fun too.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Nicely weighted ball. He's found a way past. Fired deep towards the back post.
That's good defensive concentration.
Messi. Driving forward, and he's running through. It's Pele! Oh, it's hit the post. Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Rooney can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And it's Serginho. Beckham. And here's Batistuta. And this is Drogba. So we're still where we started right now. Milan looking to pass their way through. Rijkaard. And he's found a way past. They want to be quick to recover this. Danger averted for now. Rijkaard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Oh, important interception. Knocks it into space. Batistuta. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Cafu. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Rijkaard. Santos look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
He's got... And he shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Crossed into the middle. Mohamed Salah. Oh, this looks sharp. And we hit half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are back underway.
Milan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And he's gone looking for safety. Tries to play it through. Pirlo. Drogba. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
No, it's come to nothing. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Hit in, terrific header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Santos with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Beckham with the short one. Milan are looking to go forward now. He's found a way through. And this is Messi. Costa Curta gets rid without sophistication. Can he get on the end of this? Messi. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Cafu in acres of space out wide. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Mohamed Salah. Pirlo. Rooney. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Beckenbauer gets it clear. Aimed beyond the defence. Cleared without complication. Just too much on that.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Tries to get it clear. Now it's Drogba. He's shifting through the gears here. It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Drogba really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Drogba. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Oh, super ball!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, no joy this time. So that's it. It is all over. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable.
Please be
What are your thoughts on today's game then? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Barcelona have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so...
Shoots! Loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And no, that was never going to make it.
This is the time you need that pace.
Nice looking ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's a nicely shaped ball. Great chance! He scored! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Tries a shot! Cafu. Cross needs to be good. And he's taking no... He's having a go! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Driving on and making good progress. And it's Modric. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's a key interception. Jordan Henderson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Now that is a hefty challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cafu plays it in. And he's taking no chances there. That's a sharp pass.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Pirlo. And here's Suarez. And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Substitution in progress.
Milan get the ball rolling in the second half. Kaká unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pelé plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Lovely, real chance! Big moment, massive goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Milan take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And the ball's come loose here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And here's Messi. Batistuta! He scores! Again, we are level. What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And here's Neymar. Out again for a throw-in.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And he shoots! Defending of the desperate variety. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Distributed tidily. Threads one in. Modric providing an outlet on that flank. And it's Henderson.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that's that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Cristiano Ronaldo picking up. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then.
Alessandro Costa-Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, what has happened here? And the shot! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. A probing pass. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Chiellini. Well-timed, excellent interception. He won't be happy with that one. Milan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Raul.
Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Kaká attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, that's been intercepted. Costa-Curta. Foot in. Kaká. Rice. And here's Raul. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that has not gone well. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Takes a shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. So your views on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Milan are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Substitution for Milan, number 21, Cristiano Ronaldo.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Number 6.
Milan carrying a one-goal lead. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Mateus. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot, surely! sticks it away. Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Luis Suarez, a player who needs no introduction. Great ball if he can get there. Owen, decent chance! Goal, Milan! And they get themselves in front! Was there ever any doubt?
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away? And this is Owen, and he's away. Real chance! Well, now and it's come back out to him. And that is wildly off target.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Nicely weighted ball. And smartly reclaimed. Can he get it through? Big chance! And it's hoisted clear.
Borussia Dortmund really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Rice. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. Neymar. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Into the last 5 minutes. Passes short and sharp. And that's a good... And a chance! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Milan, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. That's a lovely, neat pass. Nice looking ball. And he cuts out the supply. Schmeichel getting this one clear. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Luis Suarez. Nicely weighted ball. Now the cross. Oh, smashing header! Goal, Milan! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already. Milan are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Can he get on the end of this? He's picked his way through. Quick look, then plays it in. Tries to get it clear. And now they can clear their lines. And this is Forlan. Oh, just skips past his man. And a chance! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, that's fabulous. Now here's the delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Searching pass he's played there. Look at the space here. Oh no, this does not look good. Shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's Ronaldinho. And this is Messi. Kaka. And it's Kaka. Oh, good-looking ball. And this is Luis Suarez. Thinks about the shot. And it's hoisted clear.
1 minute added time.
It'll be a throw-in. Rooney. And that's a danger. Can he finish? He's gone for goal! And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Today's match are now available.
The second half then, just getting going.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Batistuta. Parejo. And this is Forlan. And the shots! They've scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just
And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Great ball, and he's in here. Takes a shot. It's loose. In he goes again. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He has found the way through. Kante gets it away. Rooney going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Rooney. Cafu receives it in a wide position. Oh, what a climb! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Pirlo. Kaka plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Conte, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Batistuta. Now it's Forlan. Out to the right. Kaka. Rooney. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now, can they get him away? Luis Suarez. He is through. Chance! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Substitution for Milan, number 5.
Milan with this to equalise.
Number 21, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, that could cost them.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss.
Rooney.
Now that's well seen too. Oh, he's onto this. Batistuta, he's got away.
22, Pele. Number 20.
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Number 11, Van Dijk. Substitution.
Looking for the run. Cafu. Oh, that's delightful. Cafu plays. Big header! He scored! They have stolen level at the last! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And when the manager called... Big chance! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And yes, it's him again. Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
And that will be it. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Batistuta picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Rijkaard demonstrating again that he is the real constant in this side, indeed in this game, completing 400 appearances here today.
Yeah, his achievements are incredible. He made a commitment to this team, and he has honoured it by giving his all, week in and week out. A proper stalwart.
In towards the back stick. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Pirlo is there, and he can pick it up. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that was probably asking just too much. And we have our very first corner. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. That has been cut short. Quarter of an hour played. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Tries to pass it through. Oh, what has happened here? He's picked... Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Milan! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Oh, they could be caught out here. He's got away. They're urging him to shoot. And the finish! Oh, taken with style. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And that's been won straight back. Nakata.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the...
Oh no, this doesn't... Shapes to shoot! Goal! Milan! And they get themselves in front! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Milan take the lead. The ball has bounced loose now. And here's Messi. That's a lovely pass. Neymar looking to penetrate opposition. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. Great chance here to level it up. And the half-time whistle goes. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Oh, right place, right time. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mbappe. Oh, he's been caught napping! And he has been fouled there.
I gave him a decision to make, Peter. Concede the foul or expose his keeper to a one-on-one encounter.
Messi is behind this one. The ball goes in. Gets his head on it! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Pirlo. That's been slipped through. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
Well, it looks very much like he's taken this on. From this distance, it's pretty inviting.
They want to be quick to recover this. Pirlo. Chiellini. And it's gone back to the keeper. Cafu. Looking for options for movement. Messi receives it in a wide position. Oh, it's played into the area. Keeper's dealt with that. Back in once more. And that's the keeper's ball. Davids. Now Mbappe. And it's Nakata. He's shifting through the gears here. Face to face with the keeper. And the shot! Forlan plays it short. Tries to play it through. Now it's Nakata. And he's away. Picked out. Decent chance! He has done it! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball. And splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two...
Goes for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Forlan really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, what a climb! And it's in! They have stolen level at the last! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Superb timing to generate that power through a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another. Well, that's called taking one for your team, because a one-on-one situation was about to develop.
Added minutes has been
Messi. Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, that is one way to stop him. Rijkaard, looking for the run. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And this is Luis Suarez. Davids. That's that, the end. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Listen, the more this game went on...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pelé. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Now that is a hefty challenge. He can get that clear. Passing nice and neat. Kaká. He's being urged to shoot. Chance! Goal! Milan!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Looking for the run. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And the through ball. Oh, good take in a good area. Goes for a shot! He's scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Dembele! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Oh, that was close.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these...
Can he finish? Really well taken goal. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Decent chance! Luis Suarez! It's a beauty! A finish right from the top draw! Two to the good, and they are purring! Absolutely purring!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
And we've reached half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Milan are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, what's he done? Couldn't squeeze it through. Cafu. Pele. And that has left him in a heap. The referee's awarded a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Ball driven to... Up he goes! Harmlessly behind. Luis Suarez. That's been cut out, well played. Argentina appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Kaka. Now it's Luis Suarez. Rui Costa. Can he get it through? Cafu. Cafu plays it in. Szoboszlai clears it away. Dembele knocks it into space. And that is as far as they're going to go. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Cafu. Cafu picks it up out wide. Milan with the corner, they're first.
Substitution for Milan. Number 5, Kaká. Number 19, Suarez. Number 21, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 22.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Coming on the field, number 24, Seydorf.
Maldini.
Number 6, Owen. Number 14, David Villa.
Can he get on the end of this?
Messi. Substitution.
Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Maldini getting this one clear. Looking for options for movement. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Beckham really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And this is De Bruyne. And reclaimed it in a... He's having a go!
Has been indicated.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Beckham is offering a wry smile there.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance.